The X-Files debuted in 1993 and forever changed television with its eerie atmosphere, gripping mysteries, and the unforgettable partnership between FBI agents Fox Mulder and Dana Scully. Blending paranormal investigations, government conspiracies, and emotional depth, the series became a global phenomenon and one of the most influential sci-fi dramas of all time. Decades later, fans still feel the pull of its iconic themes, the unexplained creatures, shadowy organizations, and the question that defined an era: the truth is out there. Today, viewers remain fascinated by how the actors who brought these characters to life have transformed over the years. What paths did David Duchovny, Gillian Anderson, Mitch Pileggi, and the rest of the cast follow after leaving their mark on TV history? How have their careers, appearances, and personal journeys evolved since the show first ignited the world's imagination? Join us as we revisit the X-Files cast then and now and uncover where the stars of this legendary sci-fi classic are today. David Duchovny, born on August 7, 1960, portrayed FBI Special Agent Fox Mulder in The X-Files 1993, 2002, 2016, 2018, starting when he was 33 years old. Fox Mulder was the brilliant Oxford-educated psychologist and profiler whose obsessive belief in extraterrestrial life and government conspiracies earned him the nickname Spooky among his peers. Driven by the childhood abduction of his sister, Samantha Mulder's quest for the truth became the narrative engine of the series. Duchovny's performance, characterized by his dry wit, intense focus, and emotional vulnerability, made Mulder a pop culture icon of the 1990s. Despite leaving the series as a full-time regular in the later seasons, his character remained the spiritual center of the show. Fox Mulder survived the series. In real life, David Duchovny has enjoyed a prolific career spanning from 1988 to the present, distinguishing himself as an actor, writer, director, and musician. He achieved a second wave of massive television success and a Golden Globe Award for his lead role as the hedonistic writer Hank Moody in the hit Showtime series Californication, 2007-2014. He is also known for his role as the transgender DEA agent Denise Bryson in Twin Peaks. Duchovny has authored several novels and released multiple studio albums. David Duchovny is currently 65 years old and resides in New York City and Los Angeles, maintaining a multifaceted career in the arts. Gillian Anderson, born on August 9, 1968, portrayed FBI Special Agent Dana Scully in the cultural phenomenon The X-Files, 1993, 2002, 2016, 2018, starting when she was 25 years old. Dana Scully was the brilliant medical doctor and forensic pathologist assigned to the X-Files unit initially to debunk Fox Mulder's work using scientific logic, but she evolved into his fiercest ally and a believer in her own right. Anderson's performance was groundbreaking, establishing the Scully effect, which inspired a generation of women to pursue careers in science, medicine, and law enforcement. Her character navigated harrowing arcs, including abduction cancer and the mysterious birth of her son William, serving as the rational, grounded counterpoint to the show's paranormal chaos. Dana Scully survived the series. In real life, Gillian Anderson has enjoyed a critically acclaimed and transatlantic career spanning from 1986 to the present. She successfully shed her sci-fi icon status to become a celebrated stage and screen actress, winning immense praise for her role as the icy detective Stella Gibson in the fall 2013-2016. She achieved further global recognition for her portrayal of the sex therapist Jean Milburn in the hit series Sex Education 2019-2023, and won an Emmy and a Golden Globe for her transformative performance as Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher in The Crown 2020. Gillian Anderson is currently 57 years old and resides in London, England, remaining one of the most respected actresses working today. Mitch Pileggi, born on April 5, 1952, portrayed Assistant Director Walter Skinner in The X-Files 1994, 2002, 2016, 2018, joining the cast as a recurring character when he was 42 years old before becoming a series regular. Walter Skinner was the stern, imposing, and often morally conflicted supervisor of the X-Files unit, a former Marine and Vietnam veteran who initially appeared to be a tool of the shadowy syndicate, but gradually revealed himself to be Mulder and Scully's most loyal protector. Pileggi's commanding presence and physical intensity made Skinner a fan favorite. He was the gritty bureaucrat who would physically fight for his agents, famously engaging in brawls with the mysterious cigarette-smoking man and surviving nanobot infections. Walter Skinner survived the series. In real life, Mitch Pileggi has enjoyed a steady and successful career, spanning from 1982 to the present, often cast in roles of authority or menace due to his strong build and deep voice. He achieved significant recognition within the sci-fi and fantasy genre, starring as Colonel Stephen Caldwell in Stargate Atlantis, 2005-2009, and as the recurring grandfather Samuel Campbell in Supernatural, 2008-2011. He also played the white supremacist gang leader Ernest Darby in Sons of Anarchy, 2013. Mitch Pileggi is currently 73 years old and resides in Los Angeles, California, remaining a highly active and dependable character actor. Tom Braidwood, born on September 27, 1948, portrayed Melvin Frohike in The X-Files, 1994-2002, starting when he was 46 years old. Frohike was the shortest, oldest, and grumpiest member of the Lone Gunmen, a trio of paranoid conspiracy theorists and hackers who frequently assisted Mulder and Scully. Distinguished by his combat boots, fingerless gloves, and photographic expertise, Frohike was also defined by his harmless, poetic crush on Dana Scully, often referring to her as hot. Braidwood's character provided essential comic relief and technical support, eventually co-starring in the spin-off series, The Lone Gunmen, 2001. The trio heroically sacrificed themselves to save the world in the final season of The X-Files, though they appeared as ghosts or hallucinations later. In real life, Tom Braidwood enjoyed a successful career spanning from 1972 to 2010, primarily behind the camera. He was actually the first assistant director on The X-Files when he was cast as Frohike, essentially stepping into the role because he was already on set. He continued to work extensively as an assistant director and producer on series like Millennium and Da Vinci's Inquest. Tom Braidwood is currently 77 years old and resides in Vancouver, British Columbia, largely retired from the industry. William B. Davis, born on January 13, 1938, portrayed the cigarette-smoking man, often referred to as Cancer Man, or CGB Spender in the sci-fi phenomenon The X-Files 1993-2002, 2016-2018, starting when he was 55 years old. Originally cast as a background extra with no dialogue for the pilot episode, his menacing screen presence defined by a cloud of Morley cigarette smoke and a silent, lurking demeanor impressed the producers so much that he evolved into the series' primary antagonist. As a high-ranking member of the shadowy syndicate, he was the architect of the government conspiracy to hide the existence of extraterrestrials personally involved in major historical assassinations and the abduction of Mulder's sister. Davis's performance was chillingly understated, portraying a banality of evil that made him one of television's greatest villains. The smoking man appeared to die multiple times throughout the series, but famously survived until the final revival season. In real life, William B. Davis has enjoyed a distinguished career spanning from 1949 to the present, primarily as a highly respected drama professor and director in Canada. Ironically, he was a former smoker who had quit years before the role and had to smoke herbal cigarettes for the part. He achieved further acclaim as the older Alex Sadler in the sci-fi series Continuum 2012-2015 and appeared as the terrifying clown Pennywise's nemesis, Mayor Tate, in the miniseries It 1990. William B. Davis is currently 87 years old and resides in Vancouver, British Columbia, continuing to act and teach. Bruce Harwood, born on November 7, 1963, portrayed John Fitzgerald Byers in the sci-fi phenomenon The X-Files 1994-2002, starting when he was 30 years old. Byers was the clean-cut, bearded, and immaculately dressed leader of the Lone Gunmen, a trio of conspiracy theorists who frequently assisted Mulder and Scully. Distinguished by his neat suits and his background as a former FCC employee with expertise in information systems and military knowledge, Byers was defined by his earnest patriotism and his hopeful belief that exposing the truth could save the country, often serving as the rational, polite anchor to his more eccentric colleagues. Harwood's performance made the character a beloved figure of integrity within the show's dark world. The character, along with his cohorts, heroically sacrificed himself to stop a bioterrorist attack in the episode Jump the Shark, though he later appeared as a hallucination in the series finale. In real life, Bruce Harwood has enjoyed a steady career, spanning from 1986 to the present, primarily based in the robust Vancouver film industry. He is best known for his integral part in the X-Files mythology, which led to the short-lived but cult favorite spin-off series, The Lone Gunman, 2001. Beyond this, he played the character Willis in the original MacGyver series and appeared in The Outer Limits. Bruce Harwood is currently 62 years old and resides in Vancouver, British Columbia, continuing his work in Canadian television and film. Robert Patrick, born on November 5, 1958, portrayed FBI Special Agent John Doggett in The X-Files 2000-2002, joining the main cast during the 8th season when he was 42 years old. Doggett was a no-nonsense, blue-collar, former NYPD detective and U.S. Marine who was initially assigned to lead the manhunt for the missing Fox Mulder. He subsequently became Scully's partner on The X-Files, bringing a meat-and-potatoes skepticism that contrasted with Mulder's Oxford-educated theories. Patrick's performance was praised for stabilizing the series during a tumultuous period of cast changes, grounding the show with a gritty, realistic intensity, while his character grappled with the unsolved murder of his own son. John Doggett survived the series. In real life, Robert Patrick has enjoyed a prolific and intense career, spanning from 1986 to the present. He achieved instant global cinematic immortality for his terrifying physical performance as the shape-shifting antagonist T-1000 in the action masterpiece Terminator 2, Judgment Day 1991. He has remained a high-demand actor for tough, authoritative roles, starring as Cabe Gallo in the hit series Scorpion, 2014-2018, Colonel Tom Ryan in The Unit, and Augie Smith in Peacemaker. Robert Patrick is currently 67 years old and resides in Los Angeles, California, maintaining a highly active career in film and television. Nicholas Leah, born on June 22, 1962, portrayed the duplicitous Alex Krycek in The X-Files 1994-2002, starting when he was 31 years old. Leah actually first appeared as a minor character named Michelle in the Season 1 episode Gender Bender before being cast as Krycek. Alex Krycek was introduced as a fresh-faced, eager FBI partner for Mulder, but was quickly revealed to be a mole working for the cigarette-smoking man. Known affectionately and derisively by fans as Rat Boy, Krycek became the series' most resilient, complex, and hateable recurring villain, responsible for the murder of Mulder's father and constantly shifting allegiances to ensure his own survival, even after losing an arm to Russian rebels. Leah's charismatic, slippery performance made Krycek a fan favorite, despite his heinous acts. Krycek died on screen in the 9th season, shot between the eyes by Skinner during a confrontation. In real life, Nicholas Lee has enjoyed a successful career, spanning from 1989 to the present, becoming a staple of Vancouver-based science fiction television. He achieved significant recognition for his main cast role as the mentor Tom Foss in the series Kyle XY 2006-2009, and as the obsessed Agent Gardner in the time travel drama Continuum 2012-2013. His career is characterized by his ability to play complex, morally ambiguous antagonists. Nicholas Leah is currently 63 years old and resides in Vancouver, British Columbia, continuing to act and teach. Annabeth Gish, born on March 13, 1971, portrayed FBI Special Agent Monica Reyes in The X-Files 2001-2002, 2016-2018, joining the main cast during the 8th season when she was 30 years old. Monica Reyes was a specialist in ritualistic crime with a background in folklore and religious studies brought in to assist Agent Doggett. Gish played Reyes as a believer with a more spiritual, empathetic, and open-minded approach than Mulder's obsessive paranoia, providing a sunny, optimistic counterpoint to Doggett's blue-collar skepticism. Her character was central to the show's later mythology regarding the super soldiers and the protection of Scully's son, William. Reyes survived the original series run, but met a tragic end in the 2018 revival season, shot by Skinner after being revealed as a reluctant collaborator with the cigarette-smoking man in a bid to survive the coming apocalypse. In real life, Annabeth Gish has enjoyed a prolific and highly respected career, spanning from 1986 to the present. She first achieved stardom as the spirited Cataraldo in the coming-of-age classic Mystic Pizza, 1988, alongside Julia Roberts. She successfully transitioned to adult roles in major television projects, including her acclaimed performance as the housekeeper Mrs. Dudley in the horror hit The Haunting of Hill House 2018, and recurring roles in The West Wing and Sons of Anarchy. Annabeth Gish is currently 54 years old and resides in Los Angeles, California, remaining a consistent presence in prestige television. Sheila Larken, born on February 24, 1944, portrayed Margaret Scully in The X-Files, 1994, 2002, 2016, starting when she was 50 years old. Margaret Scully was the traditional, deeply religious and resilient mother of Dana Scully, serving as the essential emotional anchor for her daughter amidst the show's paranormal chaos. Larken's performance was defined by a quiet dignity and maternal strength as her character endured unimaginable family tragedies, including the death of her husband, the murder of her daughter Melissa, and the abduction and cancer battle of Dana. Margaret often represented the voice of faith and convention that contrasted with Mulder's world of conspiracies. Margaret Scully died on screen in the revival season, passing away after a sudden heart attack, a pivotal event that had profound narrative implications for Dana Scully's storyline. In real life, Sheila Larken has enjoyed a respected career spanning from 1967 to 2016. She was a familiar face in 1970s television, known for her main cast role as attorney Deborah Sullivan in The Storefront Lawyers, 1970-1971, and for multiple guest appearances on Bonanza. Notably, she is married to R.W. Goodwin, one of the executive producers of The X-Files, which led to her casting in the iconic role. Her career has been characterized by her ability to play intelligent, grounded women. Sheila Larken is currently 81 years old and resides in Bellingham, Washington, living a quiet life in retirement. James Pickens Jr., born on October 26, 1954, portrayed Alvin Kersh in the sci-fi drama The X-Files 1998-2002, 2018, starting when he was 44 years old. Alvin Kersh was the imposing, no-nonsense, and politically ambitious assistant director, later deputy director of the FBI, who took over supervision of the X-Files unit. Unlike the supportive assistant director Skinner, Kersh was a rigid careerist who viewed Mulder and Scully's work as a liability and an embarrassment to the Bureau, actively seeking to separate the agents or shut down their investigations to protect his own ascent up the ladder. Pickens brought a steely, intimidating authority and a deep, resonant voice to the role, making Kersh a formidable bureaucratic antagonist whom audiences loved to hate. While largely adversarial, his character showed rare glimpses of reluctant aid in the series finale, helping the agents escape a military tribunal. Kersh survived the series. In real life, James Pickens Jr. has enjoyed a prolific and highly visible career spanning from 1986 to the present. He achieved initial recognition for his recurring role as Chuck Mitchell in Roseanne, but he attained television immortality and global fame for his starring role as Dr. Richard Webber, the wise and authoritative chief of surgery in the medical drama phenomenon Grey's Anatomy 2005, present a role he has played for nearly 2 decades. His career is characterized by his commanding presence and his background in theater. James Pickens Jr. is currently 71 years old and resides in Los Angeles, California, remaining a central figure on primetime television. Jerry Hardin, born on November 20th, 1929, portrayed the iconic character known only as Deep Throat in the science fiction series The X-Files 1993-1994, starting when he was 63 years old. Deep Throat was the first high-level government informant to guide Fox Mulder, serving as a paternal protective figure who provided cryptic clues and validation for Mulder's quest into the paranormal. Unlike the menacing operatives who followed Deep Throat, was a weary, morally conflicted member of the syndicate who sought atonement for his past sins by leaking information to expose the truth he helped conceal. His performance was defined by a gentle gravitas and a sense of tragic nobility, famously delivering the series' mantra, "Trust no one." Deep Throat died on screen in the Season 1 finale executed by the Syndicate to protect Mulder, a sacrifice that cemented the show's high stakes. In real life, Jerry Hardin has enjoyed a prolific career spanning from 1953 to 2014. He is a celebrated character actor known for his versatility. Sci-fi fans adore him for his uncanny portrayal of the author, Samuel Clemens Mark Twain, in the Star Trek The Next Generation 2-part episode Time's Arrow. He also played the corrupt senior partner Royce McKnight in the legal thriller The Firm 1993. Jerry Hardin is currently 96 years old and lives in retirement in Los Angeles, California. Stephen Williams, born on January 7, 1949, portrayed the mysterious informant known only as Mr. X in The X-Files 1994-1996, starting when he was 45 years old. Mr. X was the shadowy, high-level government operative who reluctantly replaced Deep Throat as Mulder's primary source within the syndicate. Unlike his predecessor, X was brutal, self-serving, and prone to violence, helping the agents only when it suited his own survival agenda and often using them as pawns. Williams's intense physical performance and intimidating demeanor created a palpable sense of danger whenever he appeared on screen. He was a man who would kill without hesitation to protect his cover. Mr. X died on screen in a shocking sequence executed by the syndicate in the hallway of his own apartment complex, but he managed to scrawl a final clue in his own blood before expiring. In real life, Stephen Williams has enjoyed a dynamic and successful career spanning from 1975 to the present. He achieved cult stardom for his role as the strict but caring Captain Adam Fuller in the hit police series 21 Jump Street, 1987-1991, and later gained a new generation of fans for his recurring role as the grizzled hunter Rufus Turner in the Supernatural series Supernatural 2008-2016. His career is characterized by his authoritative screen presence and his longevity in genre television. Stephen Williams is currently 76 years old and resides in Los Angeles, California, remaining highly active in the industry. Mimi Rogers, born on January 27, 1956, portrayed Diana Fowley in The X-Files 1998-1999, starting when she was 42 years old. Diana Fowley was a brilliant FBI agent, a fervent believer in the paranormal, and Fox Mulder's former lover and original partner on The X-Files before Dana Scully. Rogers brought a sophisticated, intense, and somewhat manipulative energy to the role, creating immediate and palpable tension within the Mulder-Scully dynamic. Fowley was a polarizing figure, ostensibly helping the agents while secretly reporting to the cigarette-smoking man, though her motivations were complex and rooted in her deep, lingering obsession with Mulder. Diana Fowley died on screen, though the act was unseen in the 7th season, murdered for helping Scully save Mulder's life, an act of redemption. In real life, Mimi Rogers has enjoyed a highly successful and varied career, spanning from 1981 to the present. She is highly regarded for her dramatic leading role in the film The Rapture 1991, and as Mrs. Kensington in Austin Powers International, Man of Mystery 1997. She found renewed critical acclaim for her role as the tough defense attorney Honey Chandler in the hit series Bosch and its spin-off Bosch Legacy. Mimi Rogers is currently 69 years old and remains highly active in film and television. Laurie Holden, born on December 17, 1969, portrayed Marita Covarrubias in The X-Files 1996-2002, starting when she was 26 years old. Marita Covarrubias was the special representative to the Secretary General of the United Nations, a powerful and enigmatic figure who served as Mulder's third major informant. Holden played the role with an icy, detached elegance, making Marita a character whose true allegiances were constantly shifting between the Syndicate, the ongoing alien colonization project, and Mulder's crusade. Unlike her predecessors, she was a player in the game, rather than just a leaker eventually suffering horrific experiments involving the black oil virus as punishment for her betrayal of the cigarette-smoking man. Marita survived the series, testifying at Mulder's trial in the finale. In real life, Laurie Holden has enjoyed a dynamic and successful career spanning from 1980 to the present, often starring in high-profile genre projects. She achieved massive global fame for her main cast role as the sharpshooting survivor Andrea Harrison in the zombie phenomenon The Walking Dead 2010-2013. She also starred as the superhero Crimson Countess in The Boys and the police officer Sybil Bennett in the horror film Silent Hill 2006. Laurie Holden is currently 55 years old and resides in Los Angeles, California, remaining a prominent figure in action and horror television. Roger Cross, born on October 19, 1969, portrayed Officer Green and later Agent Reyes in The X-Files 1994-1995, starting when he was 24 years old. Like many talented Vancouver-based actors of the era, Cross played multiple functional roles in the series. As Officer Green in the episode EBE, and later as Agent Rice in the voodoo theme Fresh Bones, he provided the necessary local law enforcement or military presence that grounded the agent's paranormal investigations in procedural reality. Though these specific characters were minor and episodic, they marked the beginning of his long association with high-profile science fiction productions. His characters did not die on screen. In real life, Roger Cross has enjoyed a highly successful and prolific career, spanning from 1993 to the present, becoming a staple of genre television. He achieved mainstream fame for his long-running main cast role as the tactical specialist Curtis Manning in the action phenomenon 24 2005-2007. He also starred as the super soldier Travis Verta in the sci-fi series Continuum 2012-2015 and as Six in Dark Matter. His career is characterized by his imposing physical presence and his ability to play intense action-oriented leaders. Roger Cross is currently 56 years old and resides in Los Angeles, California, continuing his steady work in major television productions. Veronica Cartwright, born on April 20th, 1949, portrayed Cassandra Spender in the science fiction drama The X-Files 1998-1999, starting when she was 48 years old. Cassandra Spender was a pivotal figure in the series' dense mythology, introduced as Patient X, a multiple abductee who became the critical key to the alien colonization project. She was the estranged wife of the villainous cigarette-smoking man and the mother of Agent Jeffrey Spender. Cartwright's performance was harrowing and deeply tragic. Often confined to a wheelchair, she conveyed the profound physical and psychological trauma of repeated experimentation, eventually being revealed as the first successful human-alien hybrid. Her existence triggered the final stages of the Syndicate's plans. Cassandra died on screen in the 6th season, incinerated by faceless alien rebels, along with the Syndicate members, to halt the invasion. In real life, Veronica Cartwright has enjoyed a legendary career spanning from 1958 to the present. Starting as a child star in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds 1963, she became a sci-fi and horror icon for her visceral emotional roles, most notably as the terrified Lambert in the masterpiece Alien 1979 and as Nancy Belasek in Invasion of the Body Snatchers 1978. Her career is characterized by her ability to portray intense fear and emotional vulnerability with raw authenticity. Veronica Cartwright is currently 76 years old and resides in Los Angeles, California, remaining active in film and television. John Finn, born on September 30th, 1952, portrayed Michael Krycek in the science fiction drama The X-Files 1997-1999, starting when he was 44 years old. Michael Krycek was a pivotal and tragic figure in the show's mythology, a high-level Department of Defense employee who fundamentally shook the series' foundation by convincing Fox Mulder that the entire alien conspiracy was an elaborate government fabrication designed to cover up military-industrial crimes and biological experimentation. Finn's intense disillusioned performance in the Gethsemane and Redux arc was masterful. He deconstructed Mulder's lifelong belief system with cold, hard logic, leading to Mulder's temporary loss of faith in the existence of extraterrestrials. Krycek paid a heavy price for his whistleblowing, losing his career, his pension, and his son to Gulf War syndrome. He returned in the 7th season destitute and desperate only to be murdered on screen by the duplicitous Alex Krycek to prevent him from exposing further truths, marking a somber end to a truth-teller. In real life, John Finn has enjoyed a prolific and highly respected career spanning from 1979 to the present, specializing in playing tough authoritative figures with a strong moral compass. He achieved television immortality for his leading role as the firm but compassionate Lieutenant John Stillman in the long-running police procedural cold case 2003-2010. His extensive filmography includes the role of Sergeant Major Mulcahy in the Civil War epic Glory 1989, as well as roles in Catch Me If You Can 2002 and Ad Astra 2019. John Finn is currently 73 years old and remains highly active in film and television, maintaining strong ties to his native New York. Floyd Red Crow. Westerman, born on August 17, 1936, portrayed Albert Hosteen in The X-Files 1995-1999, starting when he was 58 years old. Albert Hosteen was a revered Navajo code talker and spiritual elder who became one of Fox Mulder's most important allies and mentors. Westerman brought immense dignity, ancient wisdom, and spiritual gravity to the role, famously saving Mulder's life through the Blessing Way ceremony when the agent was near death in the desert. He also played a crucial narrative role in translating the encrypted digital files regarding alien colonization. Albert Hosteen died on screen in the 7th season from cancer, though his spirit appeared to Mulder one last time to offer guidance, solidifying his role as the show's moral compass. In real life, Floyd Red Crow Westerman enjoyed an influential career spanning from 1988 to 2007 as an actor, musician, and dedicated political activist for the American Indian Movement (AIM). He gained global recognition for his role as the Wise Leader, 10 Bears in the Academy Award-winning epic Dances with Wolves 1990, and had a recurring role as Uncle Ray in Walker, Texas Ranger. His career was defined by his advocacy and his powerful screen presence. Floyd Red Crow Westerman passed away on December 13, 2007 at the age of 71. The cause of his death was leukemia. Following his death, he was laid to rest at St. Matthew's Episcopal Cemetery in Veblen, South Dakota, U.S. Gillian Barber, born on February 22, 1958, portrayed multiple characters in The X-Files, most notably Penny Northern in the mythology-heavy episodes Nisei and 731, 1995, as well as FBI agent Jane Spiller in Ghost in the Machine, 1993, starting when she was 35 years old. Her role as Penny Northern was particularly poignant. She played a terminally ill MUFON member and multiple abductee who provided Dana Scully with crucial information regarding the secret government experiments on women in the alien autopsy video. Barber's performance brought a heartbreaking vulnerability to the storyline, serving as a tragic mirror to Scully's own experiences with abduction and illness. Penny Northern died on screen, murdered by the assassin known as the Red-Haired Man, a death that propelled Scully further into her investigation of the conspiracy. In real life, Gillian Barber has enjoyed a distinguished and influential career spanning from 1982 to the present, establishing herself as a pillar of the Vancouver film and television industry. She is widely recognized for her recurring role as the neighbor Mrs. Barbacow in Chris Carter's other series Millennium, and for her authoritative performance as Alice Adler in the hit dystopian series The Man in the High Castle. Beyond acting, she has had a profound impact on the industry as an educator, serving as the academic dean of the musical theater program at Capilano University for many years. Gillian Barber is currently 67 years old and resides in Vancouver, British Columbia, continuing her work in the arts. Kirk B.R. Waller, born on March 9, 1962, portrayed Agent Gene Crane in The X-Files 2000-2001, starting when he was 38 years old. Gene Crane was introduced as an FBI agent and an apparent colleague of John Doggett, but was gradually revealed to be one of the terrifying super soldiers, virtually indestructible alien replicants created to replace key humans and facilitate colonization. Waller's performance was defined by a chilling mechanical detachment and physical menace, perfectly embodying the inhuman nature of the super soldiers who served as the primary antagonists of the 8th and 9th seasons. His character was central to the conspiracy's attempt to eliminate Scully's baby William. In the dramatic season 8 finale, Existence, Crane engages in a violent pursuit of the agents and is ultimately killed on screen in a parking garage confrontation with Skinner and Doggett, where he is crushed by a car, revealing his metallic, non-human physiology as he is destroyed. In real life, Kirk B.R. Waller has enjoyed a successful and versatile career, spanning from 1986 to the present, appearing in numerous high-profile films and television series. He is widely recognized for his recurring role as the Roman centurion Gaius in the global historical drama phenomenon The Chosen. He also played the pre-crime cop in Steven Spielberg's Minority Report 2002 and had a memorable role as the cleaner in Charmed. Beyond acting, he is a dedicated educator who operates his own acting studio, The Waller Technique. Kirk B.R. Waller is currently 63 years old and resides in Los Angeles, California, continuing his work as an actor and coach. Who's your favorite character from The X-Files? It's always tough to say goodbye to beloved cast members who are no longer with us. How does that make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're enjoying our content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. We appreciate having you in our community.